Take a guess. Who's the shark, babe?
I am initially starting over half a century ago in Pasadena, the original Bob's next to PCC, and then speak about it.
Do you have any favorite stories of your visits to Bob's?
Too many, but one if I might share with you.
Absolutely.
10 years ago, I was fortunately selected to film a commercial for Mars Candies in South Africa out in the bush. And I like to thank people for efforts they extend on my behalf. And I was sitting here one night with my Cherry Coke, Cherry Pepsi in one hand, Big Boy in the other. And I looked over from the counter to, we have some competition here.
Oh yeah, well, life goes on.
It does. And saw your nice selection of postcards, which I'd purchased over the years. And I thought, you know, I'm going to get several handfuls of these. And at the end of the week-long shoot, I wrote thank you notes to people. And I think that I had the best, forget me as an individual, but the best reception that I've ever seen as far as acknowledging people's efforts. Because half the folks like cars, and the other half have heard of places you could go to a cruise night in the United States.
Right.
And then
and you're having this conversation in Africa.
Well, it's South Africa, and I don't know if any of them, the crew people, a few of them had worked here in the States previously.
Wow.
And I don't know if they've ever shown up here, but I told them to be sure and stop in. So
it's a wonderful.
It's really nice, but it's the people that make it. And I've been here on summer evenings well after 11 o'clock. Sometimes if I get out of work late, I'll come by, and there's still a fair number of people, and I'll hear one of my reprobate friends who usually sits over there holler and say, "Hey, what you doing over here?" I'll say the same thing you are.
That's
having a good time,
people
you know?
Watching. We just kind of went into the 21st century here and solar power. I think you were telling me you were here when they were installing them.
It's interesting. I parked just on the north side one day, and it's a good sign when people have to park there. It means it's full here, which means you've got a lot of customers, which is important. But I got briefly chatting with them, and I presumed that it was solar, and I forget it wasn't a detailed conversation, no more than just a few moments, but I complimented them on it, and I asked if it was a retrofit or an addition, and part of their answer was that they felt that you folks were doing it to promote a green establishment and set an example for other people, as well as maybe save a few greenhouse gases or what have you. And sometimes these things can be economical. People don't realize that. I have a little bit of background in promotion of solar, going back some years though, and I applaud what you're doing. And if